and I've got my famous timer. Okay. You got 10 minutes.
Okay.
Take it away.
Okay. Thank you. I'm so honored. I'm so honored to be invited again. So today I'm going to talk to you how to create autonomous learners with Microsoft Flip, Wakelet, Buncee, and Sway, which are all Microsoft tools. Okay, as you know, I'm going to skip it. I'm an MIE educator. I have been working with Microsoft tools for 4 years. And today I would like to give you my testimony, how I experienced this my students' transformation using this using the Microsoft tools. The first one is Flipgrid. I'm sure that most of you know Flipgrid. It's a free, secure, inclusive, and accessible tool. Customizable video responses encourage students to plan their responses and speak thoughtfully. They give them the flexibility to rehearse their answers as many times as they want and use the powerful Flipgrid camera to make meaningful creations. Flipgrid camera has been updated. There are many functions and that students find really playful and really engaging and motivating. Flip is for the classroom, your home, wherever you want to take it, because learning happens everywhere, and this is autonomy. This is an example of how I have been using Flipgrid. In Flipgrid, you can create your own groups, classrooms, and in the classrooms, you can insert the topics. You choose the topics depending on what you discuss and what you want to discuss in class. You choose the topics. You send the link to your students, and students then have to send back their responses. Everything is shareable. You can share it with other educators, you can share it with parents, you can share it with students. Students do their videos at their own pace. They just need 2 minutes, maybe less. I mean, it's their own discretion. But what is really important is that they produce speech. And on the bottom, see, it's my students' answers, which I can go into and see their answers whenever they submit them. Now, but as we all know, students are facing unprecedented challenges. There are too many distractions which cause them to have difficulty remembering facts and figures. Don't forget the COVID era, which has necessitated the use of more online tools. Sometimes there is lack of access to the right resources. Students feel overwhelmed and disorganized. They don't know how to organize their resources. They don't know how to do their own research. And so Wakelet is here to save both us, teachers, and the students. So students become autonomous learners by doing research on their own. They explore resources. They use their critical thinking skills, because in order to explore these resources, they have to be able to pick whatever chunk they think is useful for their assignment. They can add content from whatever resource they want, which means that they can adjust and customize the content, and all this by using the immersive reader, which is a powerful mode to fit their learning style. Immersive reader is active in all the in Buncee, Flipgrid, and Wakelet as well. To give you an example, last week we did a project about Shakespeare, knowing that nobody would ever search about Shakespeare. I told them to do a research. I created for each of my students individual space, so that they can search weird and crazy facts about them. And okay, they did the research. We learned about they learned about Shakespeare. They learned about his life, his plays. It was really nice, because I got my students to do something different. And on the right bottom, we talked about acts of kindness, acts of kindness, and how we can implement acts of kindness in our everyday life. So I gave them the assignment to look for some pictures and create dialogues, again in Wakelet. And they came forward with their answers, and we discussed them in class. And here is another project we did about food waste. Again, I gave each of my students space, and they did their own research. So as you can understand, Wakelet is very powerful online platform. We create collections. We can save any type of content. We can curate this content. It's unlimited. The possibilities are unlimited. It's free of charge. It's safe. It's one platform, one simple concept, and everything is shareable. Now, the next one is Buncee. Buncee is mainly for students of for ages between 9 to 12 years old. They can create colorful, creative, and powerful presentations. I took some photos to give you some examples as my testimony. Here is on the right bottom, you can see how my students, we did about geographical features, and they created their own vocabulary list along with photographs. They were accompanied with photographs, which became, more engaging for them. And on the right bottom, this is the interface of a student's interface. We collect all our assignments. So we have everything. We have everything in one place. Students can go back home after we discuss things in class, and they can decorate the presentations. We can even take part in the global projects. So writing skills are enriched, vocabulary skills are developed, reading comprehension is strengthened. The last one is SRAY. I would suggest SRAY for older students because SRAY, what is SRAY? Very easy, on the spot, on the go, slick and simple presentations. It's ideal for projects and digital storytelling. I mainly use SRAY for older students, along with in combination with Wakelet. So, what is the outcome of autonomous learning with the 4 digital Microsoft tools? The outcome, the way I have experienced all of these 4 years, and this is my testimony, my sincere testimony, students can produce indelible materials. They have their own digital portfolios, because at the end of the year, we present to parents what we have been doing the whole year round, and this is really enlightening for them. We make presentations. We carry out peer-to-peer assessments, because by presenting to them in class, they can make self-corrections, they can assess their partners' presentations. They revise at their own space through reflective learning. They have decision-making opportunities. They apply their critical thinking skills, because when they want to choose which resource to choose for the project, they have to use their critical thinking skills. And in this way, they find their path to their own learning strategies. They acquire a sense of responsibility, motivation, and empowerment. And don't forget that autonomy is a 21st century skill. That's why we do cultivate this 21st century skill. So this was my presentation about autonomy and how we can create autonomous learners at our schools.
Great. Thank you so much, Kiki. That was very helpful. I've got some ideas to try on Monday. And you even had a few seconds left. So